What if I told you? The world's first economic crash wasn't caused by war, oil, or banks, but by a flower. Not a diamond, not a house, a flower that dies in 6 days. Today, we're diving into the unbelievable true story of Tulip Mania, the moment when people paid the price of a mansion to own a plant. A story so crazy, economists still use it as a warning 400 years later, and wait till you hear how it ended. Because the fall was faster than any crash in modern history. In the 1600s, the Netherlands was the richest country in the world. They controlled global trade. Their ships brought silk, spices, gold, and one day, tulips. These weren't normal tulips. They were mutated, with impossible patterns, flames, stripes, marble-like textures. The Dutch had never seen anything like it, and because they were rare, because no one knew how to grow more, they became a status symbol. If you had a rare tulip, you weren't just rich. You were important, and that's how the madness began. High society nobles started showing their tulips like people flex Rolexes today. They hosted parties just to display flowers. Merchants bragged about their collections. Artists painted tulips as if they were jewels. Suddenly, everyone wanted one. But because the flowers bloomed only once a year and produced limited bulbs, prices shot up. It wasn't just a plant anymore. It was a financial ticket. Like crypto in 2017. Like tech stocks in 2000. Like .com anything in the 90s, the bubble was forming. Tulip bulbs were expensive. Too expensive to buy outright. So the Dutch invented something new. Tulip futures contracts. You could pay a small amount today to lock in the right to buy a bulb later. This meant everyone could participate. Butchers, farmers, ship captains, even bar owners. Taverns became mini stock exchanges. Contracts changed hands in minutes. People bragged about flipping tulips without ever touching a flower. It was gambling disguised as investing. And the prices? They were about to explode. By 1636, things got insane. Record-breaking prices every week. People mortgaged their homes to buy tulip futures. Some sold land, livestock, even family heirlooms. At the peak, a single bulb could cost the same as a luxury mansion. A rare variety cost more than a ship loaded with spices. One bulb sold for the annual salary of 30 workers combined. People believed tulips were magic, that prices would never fall. Sound familiar? When a market says, "This time it's different," that's when you run. As prices kept rising, the mythology grew. Some claimed tulips were blessed. Some believed you could breed endless new colors. Others swore every bulb would produce multiple rare offspring. But none of it was true. Bulbs grow slowly. Tulips die fast. And rare mutations almost never repeat. But when greed becomes a religion, facts don't matter. All it takes is one spark to burn the entire system down. And that spark arrived in February 1637. On a cold morning, a group of wealthy merchants gathered for a tulip auction. The room waited. The auctioneer lifted the bulb. The bidding began at a high price. Not a single person bid. The auctioneer tried again. Still nothing. In a single moment, confidence snapped. And like a virus, panic spread across the country. People rushed to sell their tulip contracts, but everyone wanted to sell, and no one wanted to buy. Prices didn't fall slowly. They fell like a trapdoor collapsing under your feet. Within days, tulips worth the price of a mansion were now worth the price of an onion. People went bankrupt instantly. Merchants lost everything. Farmers lost homes. Investors lost life savings. Some lost their sanity. The government tried to intervene, but the market had already evaporated. Taverns that once overflowed with trading became graveyards of silence. Everyone was pointing fingers. Everyone was looking for someone to blame. But the truth was simple. They had all believed a story and forgotten reality. A flower is just a flower. Tulip mania is often treated like a joke today. But it's not funny. It's a blueprint. Every financial bubble in history follows the exact same 5 steps. A new, exciting idea appears. Early investors make huge returns. The news spreads. Ordinary people rush in. Prices detach from reality and collapse. .com bubble, 2008 housing crisis, cryptomania, NFT explosions. Different asset, same psychology. Humans never change. We love the idea of getting rich without effort. We love stories. We love hype. And bubbles form when hype becomes louder than truth. Here's what Tulip Mania teaches us. Value is a story people agree on, until they stop agreeing. The moment people lose faith, everything collapses. The tulip didn't cause the crash. Human psychology did. Greed did. Fear did. FOMO did. Just like today. So the next time you see the world chasing a can't-lose investment, remember this simple truth. If a flower can cause a financial apocalypse, imagine what a bubble can do in the modern world.